Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to beautiful South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start us off. Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Second down after that previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Hurricanes offense comes out for their first possession today. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays. One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
It's 2nd down after that completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And then first down, right back to the running game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quinnen Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Boy, this defense is taking advantage of an opportunity. Their own offense scores on the opening drive. Now a big sack here on third down. Big decision here on your own side of the 50. Do you go for it or do you punt and give that offense the ball back?
The Hurricanes will send their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Quarterback keeps the football. Slides down to avoid the tackle. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Using his legs, it's Miller. As the first down is still going. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Going to try to use his legs here. Inside the 35. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range here. Got to do something now on second and long. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Defense is coming after him. They've got him again. He couldn't escape.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. As people like to say, this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
That's doing your homework as a defensive coordinator and making sure your players are dialed in on 3rd down. Obviously, it's 3rd and long. They want to get their best player of the football, so you double cover him, take him out, and force that quarterback to either force it into coverage or find someone else to make a play.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, they can't bring him down. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up with a play and taken down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. To throw, it's back. Grabbed by the receiver. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Try to catch the defense with the draw. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. The Canes will line up to kick it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
To throw, it's Simpson. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The offense wants to give that throw to you, you take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in.
But the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there as far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go, and then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Quick catch over the middle.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. Now, you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
And the Canes will have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Joseph. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The Canes trying to cash in here in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Fletcher. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Dropping back, it's Beck. Touchdown, Miami, to put them on top now.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive for the 18. Quarterback still with the football. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Hit just as he throws the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. Because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
Keeping it on the ground here. There's some space around the 30. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Grinding away with a running game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. A play action looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Beck. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Back to throw. It's Simpson. That's caught. It's Williams. Makes a move and breaks free. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. That's nice execution to pick up the 1st down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, then he made a great throw for that 1st down.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Throwing up play action. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Bama. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
The PAT is important to make it a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on?
That makes the score Alabama 17, Miami 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. It's a run. Running back's got it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Back to pass. It's Beck. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete. They come up empty there as time expires. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.